Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you Ashava world boss fight in Diablo 4. We waited and eventually it spawns. When it first spawns, by the way, it's not the boss, it just gives you time to actually get to the fight. Take a look. So you have this boiling water and basically it gives time to player to get to the point where he can actually participate in the fight. It's 30 minutes, this is a lot of time. So, I mean, to get everywhere you are probably on the map to actually get to the boss fight. And basically, we were quite a few. I don't know the maximum amount of players who can participate, but definitely we weren't ready. Eventually we lost, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that, well, I got to participate and see basically how it is. So it's just having fun and talking and thinking about what we're going to do, but most of our players have no idea because they didn't do it in the alpha. So all we had to do is just wait for it to begin. And eventually it began. Take a look. Now, I have no idea of this boss move, but he has some crazy move that can wipe you in a second. I mean, if you are level 20 something, especially if you are low. But of course, there are ways to actually, be ready for this with specific builds. I have no idea. I have no experience. The only thing I have is this bubble that you saw that actually is there. If I get damage, it can spawn for several seconds, close to 6 seconds, and I get immune if I'm inside. But as you can see, it's very easy to get wiped if you're low level and you don't have the appropriate build. However, one good thing to note, you can revive your teammates and you have full potions ready for you. Although keep in mind that potion really won't help you out in many situations against this boss. You really need to come up with a good build and be high level and basically something that allows you to survive. I didn't have anything, and except the dash that I used, and another one that allows you to close on enemy, become immune for a short time in my bubble, but it wasn't enough. Now basically that hit that he actually does 360 can easily kill you. And he killed me many times. Just needed to see where when he does it to learn, the animation, and eventually I was able to avoid it many times. But still, I know, yeah, many times. At that point I was thinking to myself, maybe I'm just going to have a necromancer and just release the pads and that's it. That would be easy. But again, I prefer working, spending time trying to find out the builds that they can actually be very strong rather than relying on third-party pads to do the work. Although early on I relied on some builds that other people gave me just to get started, but definitely they weren't that good, and definitely not against this Ashava boss.
Need more time.
Now you can see the bubble there, the immune bubble. It's actually great for several seconds. You can use it and you can actually get it for longer. Mine was like close to 6 seconds. Another player is at like 9 seconds, 8 something, which is really great. You just become immune when you're inside. And not just you, everybody. So you can see that the camera also goes way up because the boss is so big It's just nuts. But pay attention, this is the animation that you should look for when he raises its arm. Look at that, you see? Then he's gonna do it. I mean, I can understand how those who actually don't have any dash or anything can get out of there other than having some ability that can make them immune for this particular period of time he actually does the 360. But again, I need to learn more about the abilities to know about that. So most of the time was actually spending time reviving or trying to avoid getting hit than actually doing damage. But again, we still did pretty good damage eventually, but again, we just needed a bit more, or at least maybe some other players being higher level, we might have been, you know, been able to take him out. Now here you can see I'm using my dash attack, so I didn't get hit when he does this 360 attack. Take a look. So based on that, I think that if you do it in the right time, in terms of the iframe, you'll be able to avoid getting hit if you time it right. So there's option to dash when it actually comes towards you and you actually basically not getting damaged. So again, based on just viewing the video again, I think it's possible. So see, this is just a mistake. If I did it in time, I probably would be able to avoid it.
I'm not ready.
And there might be a way even to do it underneath. Unfortunately, thinking about it, I should have tried it. I didn't try it out.
I need more time.
Yeah, basically it's over. There's not a lot of time. There's a timer, as you can see. We have only 15 seconds left. But again, based on what I see now, definitely it is possible. Especially if you're higher level and you have a build that can actually sustain well what's actually going on here. But overall, it was really fun participating in this boss battle. It's going to be again, and I'm going to be ready. Hopefully, I'll be able to win against him. But definitely, it was fun boss fight, no doubt.
Needs time to recharge.